Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to mission 18 of Ace Combat 7.
We found a boat, then sailed away from the island. We had to. We didn't belong there. The new guy's name was George. I noticed when the anarchist said his name, he said it with a thick Belkan accent. How did you know that he was from Belka?
Well, both my parents were from Belka, so...
You never told me that. They say that Belkans are known for their conspiracies.
That's just a stereotype.
It's a true stereotype.
I simply stated my honest opinion and was thrown in jail for it.
The princess sat there looking miserable. That was a dumbass stunt she pulled back there, but it got us on this boat. Take a look at that. This ship is heading for a single rope that's hanging down from the sky. Do you know how far the end of that rope reaches?
Outer space.
No. It is a direct connection to the very potential of mankind itself. Or at least it was until war erupted.
It's my strong belief that the rope might be connected to a very distant, faraway source of great conflict and strife. Even long before the war, the whole world started falling apart once Harling began trying to build it. I often wonder what was going through Harling's mind when he was trying to destroy the very thing that so many people were sacrificed in order to create.
Sacrificed? What do you mean?
Have you seen all of those countless old space shuttles on Tyler Island that are no longer in use?
Yeah. I always thought of them as a good source of scrap. They're an obsolete technology that was abandoned during the construction of the space elevator. Which would mean that if the space elevator was destroyed, it would be that much harder for mankind to reach the stars. Until we find another way.
But even then, Harling still went ahead and tried to destroy it. At the cost of his own life.
That's not the way I heard it. What I heard was that he sacrificed himself to protect the tower from an incoming missile.
Oh, I was told he tried to fly his ship into the tower in order to destroy it.
I wonder which story is true, Your Royal Highness.
I don't know. Looking at it objectively, it's reasonable to believe that Harling had both options before him.
When it comes to which one you think he took, I guess it's like a mirror.
Yes, it is. It's like a mirror looking into your own soul, based on whichever choice you believe it was. At the moment, though, I can only see darkness. I think that thing should be destroyed.
It's time for the briefing. Although, since we don't have any contact with HQ, it's not like this is an official mission. Anyway, it looks like the seizure of Tyler Island and the relief from Osea have been postponed. In the meantime, we just have to do what we can to survive. Since losing its capital city of Ferbanti, Erusian forces have separated into smaller, autonomous factions. It looks like Erusia's largest force and leading faction will pass through the area around this base. The space elevator is significant to them, so they're probably heading there.
Should we intercept?
Why? I doubt they're gonna start a fight now.
Our top priority should be to get home. Let's go already.
Yeah. It's not like we have the supplies, power, or even a real reason to put up a fight. But, what are we going to do if they bring the fight to us? We need to be ready to push them back. If we head inland from here towards Erusia, there's an old castle that's been converted into a stockpiling base. Shalaji Castle. It's currently occupied by some of the Erusian forces that broke off, but we need ammo and fuel. They appear to have converted a freeway into a runway, so we can expect them to have the capacity for air combat. But they'll be easier to handle than Erusia's lead faction. While we can't use all our aircraft to attack, the transport carrying the stolen supplies needs support. Okay, Strider Squadron. You head out first, and neuter the dogs at the stockpiling base. Rendezvous with Cyclops Squadron, who will bring the transport. Then we bring the supplies back to this base.
Got it.
Aircraft are our only threat.
Sounds good.
We'll make it. We're all gonna fly home. Together.
Shalaji is Mihai's last name. Right. You guys should know we're heading into one hell of a fight. We're gonna need one hell of a plane. I think it's time to unveil the Pack FA. Take AAMs because it's what I like to use. Just double check I got the right skin selected. Yep. Let's go.
Strider Squadron aircraft.
So this
complete.
is
You're cleared to
Russia's
taxi.
5th generation stealth fighter. It's comparable to the F22 Raptor, though in reality it's not as fast. It's only got the Su-30 power plant at the minute, which is the main thing kind of holding this aircraft back from being potentially, and arguably at least, the most prevalent fighter in the world right now.
No Osean forces are in the region ahead. No allies here. No need to ID your target. We've set a number of priority targets, focusing on their anti-aircraft weaponry. Okay, team, to work.
So thankfully, don't need to ID any targets, we can just fly in, blow some stuff up.
Fire anyway. We don't have time to be wondering if we're placing the dust. So, capture the space and take the fuel and supplies. That's the plan, right, Trigger?
You take if you want to live. That's how it was where I grew up.
I was just double-checking mission orders, Hushin. Our anti-air guns are destroyed. Abandon and fall back to our rear position. Strider 1, target destroyed. There are more vehicles along the road. They don't appear to be military. They're Erusian refugees. They must be fleeing since the conflict got worse. Unidentified aircraft. Identify at once or we'll open fire. What are they talking about? They already are firing on us. The enemy's confused. I know. We're all out of ammo. Don't give up. We're not going to lose our country again. So what's this faction split from the Erusian military? The autonomous state of Shalaji used to be a nation. The region has always leaned towards independence. Those who want to restore their homelands flock to it. Apparently, their core consists of officers from Vaslij, which neighbor in Shalaji.
Are they our enemies?
They're our enemy's enemy, but not our friends. They're bombing us! We're running! I use the SAMs! Help me! Strider 1, target destroyed. The resistance is strong. They seem pretty desperate. I need to get away. Breaking! Javelin force launched. Target acquired. Target was not struck. Butcher 6. Missile hit. Strider 1, target eliminated. Target is in machine gun
Fun
range.
fact, the skin that Britain's flying with is based on the Brazilian Air Force skin.
Go, with the Osean Army. Strider 3, launching missile. Target destroyed by Strider 1. We're coming up on the castle. Let's hurry up and capture this base so we can get its fuel and supplies.
Shit. I feel like we're a group of burglars.
Don't say that. This is for our survival.
Yeah, I know.
That's Shalashi Castle. There you go already. They can pay into our scouts.
Take in both civilians and refugees without discrimination. Get away from those buildings and take shelter somewhere sturdy or on the ground. Drop where you are and cover your head if you hear jet engines.
Enemy on your back.
All of our infantry fighting vehicles take the
Strider 3 launching missile. Target destroyed.
There aren't that many. Aim carefully and take them down. They're targeting our anti-aircraft weaponry. We're taking out more than half. There are 4 enemy aircraft, but one is causing us the most grief.
I heard about 3 strikes when I was in the East. What's here?
Why can't we hit our target?
Watch it. Enemy has a lock on you.
Shit! We still have plenty of missiles left, but the launcher is toast. Please, somebody answer us! The famine's out! We're running out of ways to strike back!
F16 versus the T50, which isn't bad. T50, back FA, SU-57, it's gone by all 3 names.
Have our lives. As long as our nation stands, the young will carry on.
Strider 1, target eliminated. Target was not struck. New hostiles. All aircraft confirmed. This town is of high cultural value. It's unfortunate we had to bomb it like this.
We do what we need to survive, right?
Not something I'll tell my son about.
Cancel takeoff. Solar Squadron, stand by.
Negative. This battle's over if we don't get up there. Along with hope of restoration. Don't worry. Once we accelerate inside the tunnel, they won't be able to shoot us down that easily.
Oh, sounds like the Soul Squadron's there.
Their interceptors are in
They
the
are.
air.
All right.
Getting to takeoff speed inside the tunnel is insane.
Soul Squadron, airport. Shoot the invaders out of our skies. Good luck, Soul Squadron.
Understood it.
Yeah, I'm ready for it now.
You are in violation of Shalashi airspace. Turn around and we'll be forced to shoot you down. This is the Ocean Long Range Strategic Strike Group. Land immediately and hand over your planes and base to us. You must be the snowbirds. It's absurd for you talking so tough after losing one of the leaders at Forbanti. You bastard! You defile this country. As long as you're here, this country will never know peace. Shit. I'm behind my target.
That's tough. So what I do like about the Soul Squadron is they are pretty good opponents to be honest, because they are tough, and they're not tough because they do some bullshit every now and again.
3 to go. Don't let them work together.
But most of the
Back
times
up
because they're
trigger.
just
Welcome.
really skillful AI that can make these tight turns.
Been hit. He's ejected. Damn it. We can't get the last one enough to buy ourselves some time. As expected, but a lucky shot will be boring. Some kind of energy weapon. No, it's a railgun. Strider 1, you have a
Yeah, he's
bogey
got
approaching
that
at high
fast, know
speed.
what's coming.
Bearing 090, straight from the east.
those of you new to the series,
High-speed projectile launch from the aircraft.
that is the X-02 Raptor.
Aircraft. You must find your own sky.
We can still help you.
It's a fictional aircraft in the Ace Combat universe. It will outperform an F22 Raptor.
You must find someone to guide you.
It is a formidable
That
weapon.
person. Mihai.
I was so unbelievably excited when I saw this for the first time. It's also the reason I've been avoiding showing you guys the aircraft joke. Right, don't get hit by the railgun, it's practically a one-shot.
Time for payback. Negative. It's no good. I can't get close enough.
Leave it to Trigger. The rest of us will just get in the way. The rest form a perimeter to catch whatever slips through.
Welcome. Might just cost us our lives.
Hit on unidentified aircraft. The enemy's mobility is still unfazed. Keep up the attack.
That bastard's moving in a way that minimizes the damage even when he's hit. Keep firing those missiles until you're blown to pieces.
Unidentified aircraft. Land your plane and surrender. Why do you feel the need to continue fighting on your own?
That's funny. It seems like one of your pilots is also fighting alone.
He's not alone. Look around you.
I see. Perhaps it would have been best to entrust the future to pilots like that. Let me test him then to see if he's truly worthy.
Hey, look. It's like the sky's been sliced wide open.
Someone to guide us. Wait, I can't think of anyone other than you. Almost there. Need to get him. Mihai taught me something. Drone fighters
Tries it up.
replace the cosmos of the sky. They're the ones that you and the Air Force should be fighting against. Not bad. This weapon is not enough to take down 3 strikes. This aircraft is my body. If they are not enough, then I must put my soul into it.
Target acquired.
There are pilots like you in every generation. And I found every last one of them.
Got it.
Tiger 1 scored another hit.
It's a hit. The unidentified aircraft is going down.
He got him. Trigger has splashed a bandit.
Made it look easy that time, didn't I? Jesus Christ, the first time I recorded that, I was down to 1% health up to the railgun. It was ridiculous.
This was all due to my ego. I unleashed pure chaos upon this world, just so I could keep my wings. Put a stop to the drone production.
Is this a message to Trigger? What does it mean?
I don't think this war is over just because we shot down Mr. X. Yeah, it's gonna take something else entirely to end this thing. I just don't know what.
Mission complete. Oh yeah!
No OC enforcement.
That one was quite quick, so if I'm feeling generous, I might just give you guys the next one as well.
The resupply went well. We should be okay on food and fuel reserves for a little while at least. Luckily, the rumor that the Erusian army is advancing nearby is only a rumor. There's no sign of them from the skies. Rumors, rumors, rumors. This is what happens when you lose communications. But we got one good fact. The plane Trigger shot down was an advanced model of the X-02 Wyvern. It was developed in the last Continental War. Erusia had a lot up their sleeves. Apparently, they were even supposed to have Belkin aircraft back in the First War. What if Trigger couldn't shoot it down? Just thinking about it gives me chills. We're lucky to be here. In war, you never know what's lurking behind the curtains. But it looks like everything's loose now. Solid chain of command, rest periods after sorties, A battlefield where you know friend from foe. All of that's gone now, lost in a fog of confusion. Feels like a distant dream. Now, just how the hell are we gonna get out of this mess?
Mihai is down, ladies and gentlemen.
When we got to the mainland, we found the space elevator's support facility. I guess this was the factory where they built the gigantic structure the elevator traveled in. There was this little girl sitting in front of a mural. When the princess saw her, she shuddered like she'd seen a ghost. The girl had a stuffed animal. This was the day after the shit went down at Tyler Island. She walked right up to the princess, took her hand, and led her into the factory. One thing's for sure, they knew each other. The factory had been converted to a production line for Erusian drones. It was fully automated and chugging along, making drone after drone after drone. Once they got inside, the princess stopped and just stood there. Another girl was there with a man in a lab coat. He was trying to use his keyboard, but she wouldn't let him. She took a data chip and threw it on the ground. Then she walked over to us and took the gun from the prison guard's holster. She pulled the trigger and destroyed the chip. Later, I found out that the girl with the gun and the one with the stuffed animal were sisters. They were also the granddaughters of Mihai A. Shalaji, the legendary pilot. Gramps used to talk about him. He said Mihai was the top ace from 2 wars ago. Know any Belkans? Because this guy was a Belkan, and they love to stir shit up. Pitting nations against other nations is a particular favorite of theirs, along with developing hyper-advanced technology.
That's right. I'm Belkan, born and raised. My country is gone now. Rather than surrender to its enemy, Belka detonated 7 nuclear weapons on its own soil. My people scattered around the globe, living in the shadows of other countries. We had a new purpose: to breed wars. The theory was that through war, we could achieve our destiny and our revenge. I had just finished inputting Mihai's data when his granddaughter came in. She destroyed the only copy I had of the information I squeezed out of him. The girl loved Mihai. No one knew more than her just how hard I pushed her grandfather for that data, how much I made him sacrifice in the process. I promised his granddaughters that his efforts were not in vain, that it could end this terrible war. But in the end, it only caused more chaos and despair. We were responsible for all this damage, all this tragedy. Now, we were going to pay for it. The Erusians, once our allies, would see to that. I had lost the drive to continue my work, even before I noticed Mihai's granddaughters eyeing me with suspicion that one day. I should have stopped then, for all our sakes. Mihai's granddaughter tossed the gun aside. She said if she resorted to killing, she'd just end up like the rest of us. And by us, she meant everyone, including the princess. Like me, the princess was afraid to look into the girl's eyes. She knew that by encouraging her people, she kept the war going. Mihai and his granddaughter were victims of it, and now, they too were paying the price.
Is this for Belka? Or for Erusia? My grandfather had only one wish: to continue soaring through the endless skies. That was the only place where he felt alive. But I don't even have a country to call home, let alone the sky.
The Black Forest, the lake, they are no longer mine. Even though those lands were once cherished by my late mother. We have to learn to put that sense of nostalgia behind us and behave like mature adults.
My homeland. She's right. It feels so far away now. The woman with the rifle approached me. She was focused on more pressing issues.
I checked the computer. All of the data on the legendary Ace had already been installed.
No, I pulled it before it was completed. However, there are 2 aircraft that are already scheduled to be manufactured based on that data.
We must destroy the factory.
This isn't the only one. There are more facilities just like it, and the 2 planes containing the data will be manufactured at one of those facilities.
So, this place runs on solar power that the space elevator generates, right? How about the others? We can destroy the space elevator and cut the power to them. First things first, let's take this one out.
I'll show you which locations to target.
I stood there, thinking about that mural by the factory's entrance. Harling commissioned it to be painted. I realized that in the background, behind the dancing figures, the artist had painted several space elevators. I understand now. The space elevator wasn't designed to exploit Erusia after all.
Good. And afterwards, we'll bring down the space elevator itself. No matter why it was built, right now, it's the root of this chaos.
I wonder.
Yes?
I wonder which path you would choose when looking at Harling's mirror.
Mission 19, Lighthouse. Ho ho ho, here we go guys, we are nearly at the end now.
Let's get the
what about
briefing
the drones?
started.
A little concerning.
We've done enough air operations. Just let us go home.
There's no path for us to get home. Whatever direction you fly, it'll be right into a hail of enemy fire. Earlier, we received a communication via the partially restored general network. Here is what it contained. Apparently, the Erusian radicals have gathered around the space elevator, as it's a source of energy. Give the warmongers a powerful energy source, and you give them the luxury to keep on fighting. In response to this, people from both Osea and Erusia have joined forces, and will take down the final Arsenal bird in a saturation attack from the air of the city. Once that's achieved, they'll take the space elevator from the aggressors.
Has the source been verified?
It could be fake. I hear you. Take a look at what's written at the end. Hey, dumbass. If you want to bring the world back from the brink, go to the lighthouse. You can see the future.
Dumbass? Sounds familiar.
It certainly does. It's from those guys we met in Tyler Island. The 444 Squad. It's a message to all those looking to end the war. But I also think it's a message for trickery.
Guess we'll do what it says.
Okay. Well then, I'm thinking we go roast that damn bird.
Looks like we're all on the same page. It's time to end this war. Time to fly, guys. Let's go get that Arsenal bird.
Hoorah! So, we're going to be walking into a massive air battle. We are going to need something well equipped for air-to-air. We are going to need the pinnacle of air-to-air combat aircraft. I think I know just the plane. Strider skin, please.
Fighter Squadron, sortie ASAP.
I don't think this plane really needs any introduction at all. You all know what it is. It's the poster child of the Ace Combat series as well. And features on the cover of the game. God, I get pumped every time I get to this bit.
We need help! Don't let them damage more! Show them what the erosion, no, what fighter pilots are made of! Thanks, I owe you. No sweat.
Get into formation. We have the numbers.
Well, if it isn't the LRSSG, looks like our luck has turned. LRSSG, you will secure air superiority. There are Erusian aircraft in the Coalition, so they have been ID'd as friendly via the data link.
Just confirmed it.
The Erusian government aircraft, including drones, will show up as hostiles. You two aces, I'm thinking it's time to show us what you've got.
We don't have two anymore. Guess nobody told them.
That's quite true, Count. It's not just two. Wise's been trained his squad well. Everyone's still in it as an ace. He'd be proud of you all.
So yes, we have 8 AAMs. We can log into 8 air targets at once. I'll get a chance, I'll show it to you guys. Oh, it's gonna look something like this. No, no,
We
no,
are a
no,
coalition formed exclusively for the sole purpose of taking down the Arsenal Bird. Wait until we're ready to strike the Arsenal Bird in unison. Roger.
Roger, speaking on an open channel. The enemy can hear everything he's saying. There's no other choice. The Erusian aircraft are in the Coalition as well.
This is Skull Squadron and Rigel Squadron of the Erusian Air Force. We're here on our own. Broadcaster, we're entering your airspace.
This is C2.
It's Mr. X's crew.
Count, ease up. Engagement is forbidden.
Don't worry, I know. We need every bird we can call upon. Even if they were flying with the guy that killed Wiseman.
It's up to us and our team.
Some of their squadrons are in rear formations.
They have manned aircraft with UAVs in flight mode.
All this is just to keep the war going.
How many more do we need to take out?
Shoot them down one at a time. We'll run out eventually.
The UAVs were sluggish once the leader went down.
I thought as much. Drones without leaders are slow as hell. The biggest tool on their slave route.
Okay, commencing transmission. I'm speaking over both terrestrial broadcasting and video transmission networks. It's not important why... Go on, take it. First, our goals. Destroy the space elevator. Second, we want power to the drone factory cut in order to put a stop to all the war and chaos that its products cause. And last, we want to bring an end to this pointless war that has given rise to a state of anarchy. Let me tell you what's going on right now. The land is overrun with refugees who have lost their homes. This is no isolated incident. In spite of that, the war continues to rage overhead.
Picked up a slave craft. Illegal rebellion. It's a battle for independence. We'll take down the Arsenal Bird and build a new country.
Some coalition this has turned out to be, they'll keep talking big once the war's over, too. Bet on it. We need something or someone to guide us.
Are the friendly revolutions rebels or what?
Rebels, but I'm sure it's more complicated than that. Brush up on current events later. Focus on the enemy.
Copy that. Take a look. See that line continuing above the horizon? The cable goes up to the sky as far as the eye can see. Many people know this, but the space elevator is the world's tallest transmission tower. In theory, its radio waves cover exactly half the globe. We've jacked up signal in order to reach out to you.
I see some kind of an enemy aircraft.
Break! Break!
Man's on your 6. Watch it.
Proud to have fought alongside True Strike.
5 minutes remaining.
southbound tunnel. George, tabloid?
Alright, understood.
Check 6. It's abandoned. Shake them off. Just one of us.
It's nice having the ability to fire. Look.
You're in their sights, Strider 1.
Target acquired. Missile hit.
I heard 3 strikes was already here.
Fox 3. Target is in range of guns.
As I was saying, it's nice having the ability to fire 8 missiles at once, but they're not very maneuverable missiles, so most of the time they're not really getting anything there.
Fox 2.
Our princess is looking at a mural. There's another one here too. It shows a whole bunch of space elevators. Skies unknown. Huh.
Roll credits.
Go then. Let's go. Yes!
Warning. Missiles launched from the Arsenal bird. Helios projectiles. All aircraft, stay clear of the blast area.
I need to run down to session 57 first. No!
5.
Damn it!
3. 2. 1.
Back in.
Impact.
How many got caught in that explosion?
Broadcaster, Jet 4 incoming.
Unknown. Proceed with caution.
Wilco. We can't switch off the security system, but we've got this. If what he said is true, this will give us at least 10 seconds. Cosette! Cosette! What the hell's wrong with you? Get back here! As you all saw, we have a problem. The princess went by herself into the maintenance area and has shut us out. No idea where got us going this time.
Missile launch from the Arsenal bird. Shit, airburst tight. Helios arriving in 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2. Helios arrived.
Don't fly too close together. I can't with shots. I'm bailing out.
Come on.
I said we were gonna take down the space elevator, but it's not like we can just go out there and chop it down. At the top of the windbreak, 6 location markers have been set in place. They monitor distortions in the space elevator. Those are the locations we need to target. If the sensors go bad, the elevator's observation system will think the elevator has fallen. Until its safety can be confirmed, all microwaves will be stopped.
Oh, I get it. What a party.
I was gonna do it myself. You dumbass.
Yes.
Helios launched from the Arsenal bird. 5 seconds.
This guy spawns when you get 20,000 points.
3, 2. Impact now.
Like that. It's all over.
Oh shit!
Helios arriving in 10 seconds.
Dive, 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 dive,
5
dive.
seconds to arrival. 2. Inbound.
I'm going down. It's up to you now.
30 seconds remaining. Bandit behind you. Hostile lockout, you Strider 1.
The monster bird is in our trap. We'll use a saturation attack. Wait for the signal.
UAV is down.
Inform the coalition units. We're nearing 0 hour. 10 seconds until the united attack of the Arsenal bird. Incoming!
Here it comes.
5, 4. Everybody, give this attack everything you've got. Open fire! Attack failed! Cruise missiles did not reach their target!
Oh boy.
Damn monster!
Lancaster warning all aircraft. I have multiple blips on my scope.
Here they come.
That's something.
Hey, look at the arsenal bird.
Lasers!
This is the surge of Dragon Marker, son. We can't fight it! Evacuate! Action being heavily damaged by laser weapons. Report to Capcom aircraft controller melting. Single blast! Deploy my boat!
HQ, we have a problem. The damage to the Allied fleet is extensive.
That was some pretty impressive firepower. I, for one, did not see that coming.
The active protection system operated as expected. We should launch another saturation attack. Air power. You'll slow the arsenal bird.
Box 2! Box 2!
Bandit behind you, caution! Look at that light from the arsenal bird.
Target on the wire. It's readying its APS. All aircraft, break off from the arsenal bird.
That's close. Without the AWACS, I would have been a goner.
Knocked on Bandit.
Cosette, that's not the control room. Go through the airlock and get on the maintenance elevator. Get to the top of the windbreak. Do you think you can put on that pressurized suit by yourself? You'll never get it on over those frills. Yes.
I'm getting sick of that arrogant bastard, seriously.
No good. The engine control room is gone.
Headquarters to the opposite
Get a radar room and CIC.
Nothing phases this thing. Where are we supposed to hit it?
All aircraft. We can no longer commence with a second saturation attack. All aircraft. Separately engage in direct attacks.
HQ, it won't be easy to take down the arsenal bird with conventional weaponry. All the ace pilots in the world won't save us unless we have a plan.
Give us time. We'll see what we can do.
You're just thinking about it now? Cover any friendlies in 10.
Missile inbound! Evade!
Strider 1, missile inbound! Evade!
Get you down.
Strider 1, missile away. It's readying its APS.
Probably near the arsenal bird with shield up.
I'm taking some damage. One aircraft hit. No, two.
Light bulb shaped thing, but it isn't lit up. That's it. That's a location marker. Power from there, right? Got it.
Is there something we can do? Just evading like this will get us all killed. Strider 1, missile inbound. When's that shield gonna lose power? Elevators continuously supply you with power.
Then what should we do?
Calm down. I'll do something.
What are you gonna do? Cosette, smash it. Smash all 6 of the bastards. It'll lose power.
Damn shield. Just go away. Be gone. Disappear.
On cuckoo count.
Away with you.
Get it.
What kind of magic did you work there, you asshole?
It wasn't magic. It's a scam. Now's our chance. Do it, Trigger.
Shield is down, attack the arsenal bird. Oh boy.
Backup power supply. That means the beam supply's been cut off.
UAVs are dropping altitude fast. Wait, they're down.
The drones are acting crazy. Are you seeing this? The drones are falling one after another. They completely lost control.
Strider 1 is trying to set the tower.
You can do it. There's no way it isn't damaged.
this. Is he really that good of a pilot? I'd bet on it. Besides, if I thought it was impossible, he wouldn't have said anything.
This is quite hard.
Watch out! The drones are falling! The refugees. Everyone calm down. You want to get yourself killed? George! Tabloid! Get back here! I can't leave this girl to die. Fine. Get her, but be quick about it.
Is everything okay? Drones are acting odd.
Run!
Shit!
Careful!
You're still getting more missiles, it's just on a long cooldown now. Damn it.
One docking module destroyed.
Great work!
Strider 1, I knew you could do it. Go on and destroy the rest.
Ow.
Is everything okay?
Some people were crushed. But the kid Tabloid went after a safe. He ran that distance with a gun in his hands.
Good. What about Tabloid? Is he safe?
George and the girl were saved. They were saved. Both of them.
Tabloid's dead.
Docking module destroyed. That's 2 of them.
Tabloid just so
Don't let yourself be distracted.
panic
Focus
as
on what
well.
you need to do.
Docking module destroyed. 1 left.
Nicely done. This'll be a good story to tell my son.
Keep the UAVs moving.
Mission completed. All targets have been destroyed. The supply unit is ready to fall off.
Good job.
You should be able to see the rectangle where the supply unit was. Destroy that, and even the mighty arsenal bird is sure to feel it.
So,
Leave it to Trigger.
Don't let us down, Strider 1. Clear a path for Strider 1.
Leave the big fish to Trigger. He'll take out the UAVs.
We're counting on you. Ground force desperate looking for something. We have to take down the target by any means.
Fox 2.
You're behind 3 strikes. Guys, drone, you're facing me now.
Watch it. Enemy has a lock on you.
Strider 1, one of the guys.
Behind the enemy.
Take those UAVs off Strider 1.
got it.
Rectangle base unit confirmed destroyed.
Lancaster. Oh my god. The arsenal bird is on fire.
Trigger, break off. Arsenal bird is losing altitude rapidly.
Arsenal bird is down.
Lancaster, can you estimate the point of impact?
Don't worry, looks like it'll be open water. All aircraft, avoid the target's path.
That's the last of the rooms. Even in death, that thing is intimidating.
Everyone, can you see this? These people here were alive up until a few moments ago. My
Nice,
friends,
mission accomplished, ladies and gents. The arsenal bird is destroyed. War is over.
can you see this? This is just one of the many signs of war and what it does.
But I can't help but feel like we've forgotten something.
All Erusian soldiers around the space elevator. If you surrender now, we will not attack. We should hold them off until support arrives. Our unit surrendered. And you guys better not throw away your lives either.
Wait there, Princess. We'll get you down.
Don't worry about me. Please just take care of the refugees. I'll parachute down.
What?
Warning, incoming bogey.
Are those the drones we saw at that factory?
I'm coming down. I'll see you on the ground.
No, wait!
Enemy on my 6. Those guys are bad news. Trigger, boss, do something.
Strider 2, missile inbound! Cosette! What?
This isn't the have time for that!
Cosette!
Avril, they're headed this way. Get the refugees to safety now.
Predator 2, you're hit. Are you alright?
Still breathing. I won't be flying much longer, though.
There's an Osean carrier a few kilometers to the west. It ran aground and was abandoned. It won't be easy, but it's the only place you got.
Trigger, escort your wingman. Let's get to that carrier. That's all we can do.
Trigger, can you hear me? I somehow managed to land. It's your turn now. The carrier ran aground, but that shouldn't be a problem for you. I'll guide you down. You're too fast. Lower your speed. 3,000 meters to carrier. Bank left, Trigger. Lower your nose. 1,500 meters to carrier. You're on course. Looking good, buddy.
No chance. No way.
That's what I'm talking about, Trigger. Not one scratch. Well, we're okay for the moment. Now the real challenge begins. Well, if it isn't the LRS's...
Alright. So, no official debrief for this one then, guys. Those two drones just showed up and kicked the living stuffing out of our forces. The next mission will be the final mission. So then, guys, I guess I'll see you then.